A road is inclined at an angle of 5 degrees. After driving 3,000 feet, what is the driver's increase in altitude? All right, so for this one, let's draw the triangle that is outlined by this application or word problem, we'll call it. Okay, so this will just be the road, right? This is 5 degrees. So what's going on here? Okay, so someone has driven 3,000 feet. So that'll be this length right here, right? This length here will be 3,000. Okay? And we want to find the driver's increase in altitude, which is this guy here. Okay, we'll call that A. It doesn't really matter, right? A, B, X, Y, doesn't really matter. So, okay, now that we know that, how are we going to find this value of A? And the idea is to use a trig ratio. Okay, so we know that this is 5 degrees. We know that this is 90 degrees here. Of course, we know then this one here, right, is going to be 85 degrees. That doesn't really matter. Okay, but based on this angle and this side that we know and this side that we want to find, which trig ratio should we use? And we notice in relation to this angle here, we know the opposite and the hypotenuse. That'll be the sine, right? Remember SOHCAHTOA? This is probably the most important thing you need to learn in this part of the class, right? SOHCAHTOA. Okay, sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent is equal to opposite over adjacent. So in this case, we know the opposite side and the hypotenuse. That means we want to use a sine. So let's set up the trig ratio. The sine of 5 degrees is equal to A over 3,000. So just by doing the math here to solve for A will equal 3,000 times the sine of 5 degrees. Now in this case, you do have to use a calculator in order to get this answer. Also, we're using degrees, right? 5 degrees. So in your calculator, you want to make sure you're in degree mode. Okay, so if you multiply these two together, we should get this value here of 261.5. We're going to round that to the nearest decimal point. Okay, so this value here, this length, or actually this is the length or the measurement, right? This height here is going to be 261.5 feet.